Hello guys, it's Marek here. I thought I would take a moment and show you a video on how to create an illuminated text with the brush, or any effect with the brush looking like illuminated, like a neon almost effect. I'm going to start by creating a new document, and just for this example I'll just use one of the maybe web presets. 800 by 600 is just fine. I don't want it to be too big. Resolution 72, that's fine for now. I'll just click OK. I'll zoom in a bit. First I'm going to convert the background color to black, because that's going to be my background. Edit, fill, and you can choose black. I can also use a keyboard shortcut because my background color is black. I could just use Alt Backspace, or on the Mac it would be Option Delete. So choose black. I'll click OK. I'll create a new layer for the brush stroke. So everything on separate layers. Now I'll select the brush tool. You can just press B on a keyboard, or just select the brush tool in the tools panel. I'll set my foreground color to something light. This is going to be the color that's used by the brush. Brush tool uses your foreground color. Okay. I think white is fine in here, so I'll just stick to white. Just checking the options bar, the size, that's fine. Maybe just a bit bigger for now, so we can see what it looks like. Mode normal, yes. Opacity 100%, flow 100%, everything on the default settings. And I'll just create a quick brush stroke so we can see what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to add a couple of layer styles to it. So we're going to head on to the layers panel. There's a couple of things we can do. I'm just going to double click on the empty area next to the name of the layer, and this will bring up the layer styles or layer effects dialog box. And just a couple of things we're doing here. I'll start with the outer glow. So I'll select outer glow. Now remember, when using layer styles dialog box, make sure that not just the name of the layer style has a tick, but also that the name is selected, because only when the name is selected you see the options on the right hand side. I'll just show an example. If I just tick satin, satin is being applied, but the options on the right didn't change. The options are still displaying the options for the outer glow. I'm going to untick it. So back to the outer glow with the name of the layer style highlighted. Let's give it some more styling. First I'll change the color. So I'm going to click on this color swatch here. And for the glowy neon-y effect, I'll use maybe a shade of blue. Maybe something quite dark. You can start seeing it here on the edges. I'll click OK for now. You can always change it. Or increase the size. And the spread as well. You can start seeing the effect. Okay, we're going to customize it, but just for now, so we can see what it looks like. This looks good so far. I'll keep the rest for the default for now. And you can either click OK. We're going to add one more layer style, but if you do click OK, remember, you can always just double click again, or you can just go to the bottom of the layers panel and click on the add layer style. I will add one more layer style here. We'll add the bevel and emboss to give it more dimension, to give it more depth. Okay, so you can start seeing the depth. What I usually do is I'll look for different styles. So outer bevel, inner bevel looks really good. Emboss, maybe. Bevel emboss, no. Stroke emboss, I think the inner bevel looks best. Looks good. Now the technique, the same here. Chisel hard, no. Chisel soft, probably not. I'll stick to smooth, looks good. I'll leave the depth to 100% for now. Direction as well, up is fine, looks good. I will increase the size slightly, just a bit, and maybe soften it just a tiny bit, just a few pixels, so it looks softer, looks good. For the shading, I'll keep it at default, use global light. You can explore more whenever you want, and I'll just click OK for now. So I've got two layer effects here, bevel and emboss, and the outer glow. Apply this. Okay, now here's what I would do. Let's say I'm done customizing the options, the layer styles, and I want to draw something or maybe write something, like let's say I'm going to write my name with the brush tool. What we can do is, as long as we keep the layer, we can delete the brush stroke or anything on the layer that we don't need anymore. Now, first thing that came to my mind was, well, I'll just go to the move tool, I'll click on this thing here and I'll just press delete key. But this actually deletes the layer. So I'm just going to undo it, Control Z or Command Z. And there's another thing we can do. Or just choose the rectangular marquee tool, click and drag over the stroke, and then delete it. This will delete the object from the layer, from the stage, but the layer is still here, including all the layer effects. So whatever we brush from now on will apply the same layer effects. So I'm going to deselect that, select, deselect, back to the brush tool. Okay. I'm actually going to make it a bit smaller, and you can use keyboard shortcuts, the bracket keys on your keyboard. So I'll just use the right bracket key to make it bigger, left bracket key to make it smaller. And I'll just write something here. Okay. And it looks really good. However, because it's on the layer and because we used layer styles or layer effects, as they often called as well, we can still customize it. I'm thinking maybe this effect, we could tweak it a bit. So what we can do is we can just double click on the empty area next to the name of the layer in the layers panel to bring back the layer styles and customize them. For example, I'll go to the outer glow and let's try to reduce the size just a bit. Maybe let's drag down the spread to minimum, to 0, and then just increase size a bit. Maybe just a tiny spread, 1 or 2%. Because the layer style, you can change it anytime, you can edit it. If you want to use a different color, you can change the color at any time. You want to use maybe yellow or brown. Any color you want. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'll just click OK. And that's the example of creating neon-y looking text or brush strokes in Photoshop. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Marek Mularczyk from SAI Training at Code2K. And I'll see you next time in the next movie.